Welcome everybody, Tony here, Lisa here. Thank you for coming back to Tip of the Ears. We have some sad, not anything.
It's not sad.
It's not really sad. Just when there's some positive things, there's always sometimes a little bit of a negative, and we are going to discuss some of those negatives from Walt Disney World. We are going to strictly just talk about the rides. Last couple vlogs ago, we did our top 3 from each park of favorites, I should say. But with some of those favorite things, there comes some not so favorite things. Rides specifically, right? And the list we're going to give you reasons why we don't like these rides, but we're going to give positive things of why we think people like them. But our opinions are just our opinions alone, and we're not here to deter anybody from riding these rides. It's just some things we don't do, and everybody has different palates. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. You know, there's no right or wrong answer with it. So, out of all the Disney World parks, I thought we did pretty good. We only came up with 6. That's not bad at all. So, yeah, that's what keeps us going to Disney all the time.
Yeah.
Because we love it, you know, but there's just these few. One of those rides is...
This is in no particular order.
Yeah, no order whatsoever. One of them is being the Magic Carpet rides.
I like that ride. Tony doesn't.
No, I don't.
But I like Aladdin. Like,
I
that is
like
one of
Aladdin.
my favorite Disney movies.
I like Aladdin.
I like feeling like I'm flying on a Magic Carpet ride.
Exactly. The only thing I like about that ride is the camel that
That's
spits.
not even on the ride.
No.
It's not even in line for the ride.
But it is part of the ride. I like how the camel spits water at people. I think it's funny.
It is funny.
For me, I think it's just another carnival circus ride, and I don't like them.
It's the same thing as Dumbo.
Yes.
It's the same as the dinosaur one in Animal Kingdom in Dino Land.
Yeah.
But it's the Magic Carpet.
I think another big thing for me, though, too, is the location. It's right smack dab in the middle of the walkway.
In Adventureland.
In Adventureland, so to get around it, you have to literally walk around it to the right or the left.
Yeah, like you're like walking down a walkway and then there's the ride.
I think
it's like...
I think that's what bothers me the most. Maybe not the ride itself, just this location. It just really bothers me for some reason. I don't know. If it was put off like to the side, I'm sure I'd have no problem.
But like Aladdin and Jasmine are like their meet and greet is right by the ride. Yeah. So when you're riding the ride, you can see them. The other thing was when we rode the ride, I think when we went 2 years ago or whenever it was, they were doing, I don't know if it was like a Make-A-Wish or if there was something special going on with the little kid, and they actually got to ride the Magic Carpet ride with Aladdin and Jasmine, and we happened to just be on that same ride. So while we were riding, I got to ride with, well, I wasn't riding next to them, but Aladdin and Jasmine were on the ride.
Yeah, and that was really, really super cool. So yeah, that's our positive and negative to it. One of the other ones, It's a Small World. For me, there's nothing good for me to say it.
It's annoying. That song is so annoying.
I've gone to Disney World now, about somewhere between 15, 17 times. I kind of lose track. I've been going since I was 5 years old, and I'm 32 now. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. And it's just one of those things. Now, Lisa and I, we don't have kids. I'm sure when we do, I'll end up going on that ride. I don't think it's going to change my mind, though, about the ride.
So
but for the people who do like it...
I think we'll probably be arguing with each other about who has to go on the ride with our kids.
Now, the positives of why I think some people like it is the fact, and these are the only 2 things I can get out of it. 1, it's a family ride, so all family of all ages, even infants, can go on this ride. 2, it's a nice, relaxing little indoor boat ride with good air conditioning, if you just want to beat heat.
There's other ways I can beat the heat without getting
on
that
there is too,
ride.
but those are the only reasons I think I could come up with, and that's all fine too. It's not for us. One of the other ones Lisa does not like, and I do like.
Journey into Imagination with Figment.
I love Figment. I love the ride.
I have nothing against Figment. I just find the ride boring. So that's why I choose not to go on it. But Figment himself, like, I don't have anything against him. He's a cute little purple dragon.
I love Figment.
His ride's just boring to me.
I like it, so I can't say anything.
So he doesn't go on that ride because I won't go on with him, but that's also because he won't go on the magic carpet ride with me anymore.
Yeah, so it's
like the grudge I'm holding against him.
It's
you
the
want
give
me
and
to
take.
go on that ride, you have to go on the magic carpet ride.
And since I won't go on that, she won't go on that. So, it is what it is. One of the other things is a big one. Frozen, the ride.
Frozen, I think part of it is because, and I get it, it is one of the like biggest Disney movies of this time right now. I've seen the movie once.
I thought
it was a cute movie, but I just feel like in general, Frozen has not only taken over Disney, but just over the world.
No, I want to put out there, we have never ridden the ride.
No, we haven't.
So then, everybody watching, you might say, well, Tony, Lisa, who are you to talk bad about this ride if you've never done it?
He has
my
a
thing.
personal grudge. I do too, kind of, actually. Frozen, for those of you who don't know, is located in the Norway Pavilion at Epcot in
Yes.
the World Showcase. And that's kind of why our grudge is there, because it took over the ride Maelstrom. And like the World Showcase is kind of like its own little entity inside Walt Disney World. Like, you're not surrounded by like all the Disney little kid princess stuff. Even the characters, like they have the characters there, but you don't necessarily feel like you're in Walt Disney World anymore. Like, you're just roaming around the world.
Yeah.
And for us, like, Maelstrom was the ride in the Norway Pavilion, but it was all about the Norwegian culture.
Yes.
And now they took that away to put Frozen in. And I get that Frozen was influenced by like the Norwegian landscapes, so I do get that part. But the ride itself, and although I've never been on it, I watched like a point of view on YouTube, and it's just all Frozen, which I get, it's a Frozen ride. I think we would have probably gone on it by now and have tried it if it wasn't located in the Norway Pavilion. I think
It should be in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I think it needs to be in the Magic Kingdom with all the other princess rides.
But see, here's where I can get someone could call me a hypocrite on this. As I explained to Lisa earlier, when we were talking about, making up this list and everything, everybody, like I said, is pro Frozen. It's everywhere. However, for me, I'm like, more Frozen. It's taken over. But then somebody asked me, and this is kind of what I was telling her, where I could be called a hypocrite, is the fact that I'm really big into Star Wars. I am huge into Star Wars. So when I see Star Wars stuff all around in Hollywood Studio, I'm like, yes. When Star Wars Land was coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I'm for it. But then some people who may not like Star Wars could just be like, oh, more Star Wars. That's taken over. So it's this.
And
I get it.
I said to Tony earlier too, he likes the movie Ratatouille, and Disney announced that they're going to be putting a Ratatouille ride inside the France Pavilion, and I'm sure he's going to go on that one. So that, I consider that more the hypocritical than the Star Wars, because, and the only reason I'm saying that is
It's true.
Hollywood Studios, like, that's where Star Wars stuff has always been, so it makes sense for it to be there. Like I said, I think Frozen, had it been placed inside the Magic Kingdom,
I might have checked it out.
We wouldn't have these feelings. But I get why people like it. I mean,
absolutely.
Especially families with little girls.
They love it.
They're all about Elsa and Anna, so I get why people ride the ride. If you do have kids, or you just like Frozen as well and you want to go on the ride, I highly suggest you get a fast pass.
Yeah.
Because that line is usually around like a 2-hour wait without a fast pass.
Yeah.
So I get why it's so big.
Ooh.
There's a helicopter.
There's this crazy copter. You guys see that? He's so close. Huh. Something's going on. But anyways,
I get why. Yeah, we get why it's big. We get why people like it.
And I apologize.
For us, it's that grudge
advance.
we hold
Yeah.
for the fact that it replaced Maelstrom. Maelstrom.
Absolutely. That brings us to us another one, which is Spaceship Earth.
Okay, so
I'm indifferent.
I fell asleep on this ride.
I haven't ridden the ride since I was 15, and I'm 32, so that's a huge gap.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And I can't really tell you anything about the ride for the fact that I fell asleep on it. I don't know if it was the ride itself or if it was just from being outside in the heat all day. But seeing that I've never fallen asleep on any other ride, something tells me it might have something to do with the ride. But I did tell Tony that I would agree to go on it with him, just to see.
Plus, I haven't been on, like I just said, so long that I don't even remember the ride. So I would want to go on it just to give a real opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything. So that's just more hers. Me, I don't have anything because I don't remember it. That brings us to our last one. Like I said, it was only 6. It is the Speedway.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Yes.
Which is in Tomorrowland of Magic Kingdom.
Now, I don't have anything really against the ride so much.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm indifferent towards that one. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
I don't understand it.
For me personally, I think it's a fun ride. I just don't think that the ride itself is worth the wait.
No.
I mean, typically that ride has a pretty long wait, and I just don't feel that it's worth it. Like, if that wait is 90 minutes, I don't want to wait in line for that. But I could wait 90 minutes in line for a different ride that I really enjoy.
And this is where comes the different palettes, different things. Everybody's different. For me, it's not the ride. I think it's the space. How huge it is what I mean. And I don't think it necessarily needs to be that big of an attraction for this fun ride, I guess I would call it.
I mean, I get why
they could cut that down in half and put in like a quick service restaurant or something. Utilize a little bit of space, because when you go back towards that back area where it's at, there really isn't a lot going on in that Disney World section.
No, because it has pretty much behind the Tomorrowland Speedway is just a walkway from like the carnival area to
well, eventually now there will be a ride back there.
They are going to be building a ride back there, but as of right now, it's like just a walkway. It's a walkway from the carnival area to
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, yeah. So I mean, I do get why people like the ride. I mean, especially for kids, they get to drive a car.
Yeah, absolutely.
They can't do that anywhere else. So
I mean, when I was a kid, I wanted to go on that ride because I was able to drive a car legally in a park. Maybe it's just because I'm older now.
Yeah.
And I don't have kids. We don't have kids.
No,
I don't know. So that is our list. Like I said, it was very small, and it's actually not that bad. What are some of your guys' least favorite? Because I'm sure, I mean, I went on Disney blogs, things like that, and everybody's like, we love everything Disney, this and that, and the rides.
But I'm sure that there's probably some rides people just don't like. I'm sure some of our favorite rides
are some of rides that you don't like, or the rides that we don't like you guys love. And that's okay. Everybody has opinions, so this is not to offend anybody or offend Disney in any way. We're just giving our opinions. That is it. That is all. But we wanted to put that out there because we did our best rides. So we wanted to just give a little...
Nothing's going to come close to me like Flight of Passage.
Exactly.
That is... I'm sorry, Disney's going to have to do a whole lot to get me to knock that one off my number one slot.
Absolutely. So that's it, guys. Give a like, leave a comment, let us know what some of your favorite rides is, or maybe your not so favorite rides are. And please subscribe. We will see you next time. Vlog finito.